Hello, I'm Freezing Inferno, and welcome to Week 5 of the Let's Play Springfest. I'm flying solo again this week, and, well, we really are flying, because Week 5 is a shoot-'em-up, or a shmup, as the ice-hot kids like to call it. Welcome to M.U.S.H.A, Metallic Uni... you can read it. Released in 1990 by Compile for the Sega Genesis. We are loading a state, because that's the challenge, you see. This save state puts us at stage 1 of hard mode. And believe me, it isn't just a name. Oh, it's hard. Gameplay explanation time. Grabbing 3 of those 2 power-ups, you know, the little 2 chips, rainbow chips, whatever the heck you want to call them, they give you this little optional turret. You can change its form with A. The form I like the most is free form, because with that form, you home in on your enemies. We also have a cool electric power-up that lets us shoot an electrical beam of death by pressing the B button. And if you collect more of that same power-up, it stacks and creates a super-powered electric beam of death. We won't be using that too much, because there are other elemental power-ups to show off, but it works for all of them. You stack them, they get more powerful. Let's grab fire here, which shoots off a bunch of missiles. It's more of a spread attack as opposed to the focused beam of death that the electric thing is. Now, collecting a lot more of those rainbow chips is good, because you get more of these turrets. You can only have 2 at a time, but you can keep a reserve. So if one happens to blow up, the reserve will come out and you'll still have 2. Now, this is my favorite of the elemental power-ups, water. It's a shield. No special weapon, just a shield, but believe me, a shield is a lifesaver here, because you're gonna get fucked. Because this game is hard. I mean, it's on hard mode, so no shit, but really, this is crazy. This is insane. You thought Gradius Syndrome was bad? If you die in this, if you get really far and die, like, say, stage 2 or 3, and you die, oh, you are dead in seconds. Trust me on this. But this is a pretty fun game, and I like it, which brings me to my next point. Zenny has made an entire little achievement out of talking about the game so far and how we've thought of them and our opinion. So, okay. We're just going to be blasting through stage 1 here. I don't have anything else to really do about that except bitch about certain enemies. So, let's roll with it here. Week 1, Super C. Okay, Super C was interesting. I like it. It's one of my favorite Contra games. So, I was more than happy to play that. But then there were the achievements. Now, a lot of people were saying he made the achievements too hard. Really difficult to pull them off. And, well, I'm sort of inclined to agree because, well, here's the thing about the achievements for Super C. They sort of assume that you're only going to make it to about stage 2 or 3. If you only make it to stage 2 or 3, getting the achievements for Super C, it's not so bad. If you play like me, and are like, I have to do perfect, and get all the way up to, like, stage 6, getting those achievements, which were, what were they? Kill everybody, and pick up every weapon capsule you see, yeah. The kill everybody achievement especially, I had to talk to Zenny about a million little clarifications, because I was making it that far, and everything was getting that hectic. It's ridiculous. But it was a good challenge, all in all. And I guess he sort of thought that, okay, maybe it was too hard, a lot of people didn't like it, so Week 2 was Canyon Capers, which was, by difficulty standards, pretty simple. It wasn't really that hard. I died a bit at it, but it's okay. I liked Canyon Capers, and it was fun to see Zenny's first game. I hate this part, by the way, because of these goddamn missile launchers. Those missiles are relentless, and they home in on you non-stop. If you die on that part, you're just going to be completely screwed over. I just had to interject that. Week 3 was Team Week. I got teamed up with the fabulous Tajir, and we formed Team Werewolf Syndrome. Now, the team idea was pretty novel, actually. I liked it. And Flashback, the game of choice, was pretty fun. Reminded me of Out of This World, kind of. Well, there was the obvious spiritual connotations, Delphine software, all that. Though M.U.S.H.A himself didn't have anything to do with Flashback. Yeah, Flashback. I was about to say Out of This World, but of course M.U.S.H.A had shit to do with Out of This World. He made the goddamn thing. So that was fun, working with Tajir. I liked Tajir. He's a cool cat. He was ice hot. Then Week 4 was Zoop. I didn't have to play Zoop. All I had to do was talk over it. I tried a novel approach to my commentary, because I figured why not. I don't really know if it panned out or not, but I'm still in 3rd place. Everyone else who was in the top 3 bailed out and dropped out because of Chrono and Heavy Metal Mage shooting up their team Shingles with their Super Bowl. So I don't know if that panned out for me or not, but okay. I had fun talking over Zoop. I don't know if Tajir had fun playing Zoop, but he certainly did fairly good at it, and I'm proud of the guy for it. You did good, Tajir. You did ice hot. And then we come to this game. Well, this game is very interesting. We've got our first boss here, this Padoga tank from the beginning of Stage 1, which I'm just tearing through. It's fairly simple. All you do with this party is just going to shoot a bunch of shit at me, and then I'm just going to dodge and leave. But I'd like to talk a bit about M.U.S.H.A itself. Now, the game choice, I'm fine with. I'm even fine with the fact that they put us in hard mode. Even though it's dastardly and difficult, I don't mind. Well, shmups aren't really my specialty, but I have fun with this one. This is one of the better shmups I've played, so kudos on the game choice. But he did want an unbridled opinion, good or bad, on the game so far, and well, I don't really want to judge entirely until the competition's over, but I just want to talk about one thing that kind of irked me about M.U.S.H.A. Now, you saw I explained all this stuff about the thunder beam and the fire with the missiles, and there's still one more little thing I have yet to show off, but here's the kicker. Learned that all by myself. I did a little checking, and between my own facts and some other stuff. Now, I hosted those LP summer games, and well, while those didn't quite go as I wanted them to, I did do one thing. Week 3, I made people play Mega Man Soccer. Now, we can argue about how good of an idea that was until we're blue to the face. But I had a thought. You know, people probably don't know how to play Mega Man Soccer. So what I did was I made a little Mega Upload file. Rest in peace, Mega Upload. And I had the game file, perfectly legal, with a little instruction manual / flavor text like, oh no, this is your challenge, here are the controls. Then I checked again, and in the Fall Funtacular when we had to do Kirby Superstar, that was sort of a custom challenge too. Polly, she made up a little package for us, probably on Mega Upload or something, Mega Upload. And she was like, this is Kirby Superstar. Your goal is to get as much treasure as you can and get a high score. Here are the controls. Zenny sent us M.U.S.H.A. It was M.U.S.H.A. and a save state. You seeing a lack of something here? There were no controls. Now, you can let it slide for something like Canyon Capers, where it's like, okay, you press one button to move and one button to jump. But M.U.S.H.A. is actually kind of complex. And you really do need to know how to fire those beams. I suppose people would mess around with, like, the controls and stuff, but, I mean, still, a little save file, like a little notepad file with some flavor text would really get you into it, Zenny. Just a minor nitpick I had. You wanted an unbridled opinion, and there it is. Like, I figured all this stuff out, and I know at least one person, Ryune Seiichi. I hope I'm saying that name right. If he died because he died. But in any case, he figured it out. And I figured it out too. So let's actually talk about this stage now. This is a fairly self-explanatory stage with moving parts and the mini-boss. And I'm rocking the three-way here. I'm having the three-way because if you stick to free on this, you see how these weird bazooka guys are coming in from the sides of the walls? Your stupid little options will fly into the walls trying to get him, like, I'm gonna get him, boy, I'm gonna get him, M.U.S.H.A, I'm gonna kill him! And they'll die from running into the wall. So, don't do that. Just have a three-way. It solves all your problems. You can see the water shield is just an absolute godsend here, because it's killing these stupid little spiders and these guys flying in at me. God damn, do I love the water shield so much. Man, well... So all in all, Zenny, you're doing a good job. I really can't complain because the LP Summer Games were such a disaster. But, I hope to make it up in the future. Oh. But M.U.S.H.A, you picked a fine game. Like I said, normally not a fan of shmups, but M.U.S.H.A is spot on. M.U.S.H.A is ice hot. And yes, I know I'm not getting any points for saying ice hot, but I like saying it. You made me invent it, now it's here, so I'll try not to whore it out too much. I don't want it to overstay its welcome, you know? But we're at the end of Stage 2. It's actually fairly short compared to Stage 1. Like, Stage 1 took like 5 or 6 minutes. We did this in 4. Stage 2 boss is really not all that bad. You follow sort of the exact same strategy you did for the Stage 1 boss, which is shoot, dodge. It's a little more complex because he has a big old flamethrower gun, but you just stab his way and dart in between things and you can just hit him. He does do a weird little spread shot, but when you break his stupid flamethrowers, he'll do this, and this is all you do. Left and right, left and right. And if you've got your bunch of bullets... Wait, bullets? My god, I just noticed this now, but those are kunai. Because this is a Japanese robot. This is actually part of the M.U.S.H.A series of shmups, which I've never played in the M.U.S.H.A game, and this is like one of the few that came out for something other than the Master System. So yeah, M.U.S.H.A pretty solid. Stage 3. Oh my god, Stage 3. I don't know how many competitors are going to make it to Stage 3, but God be with you. Stage 3 on hard is the devil. The absolute devil. Like, it's not so bad right here. But, my god, does it get worse. And I'm going to show off a cool thing here in a second. Once this guy explodes. If you pause, you can move these little things, and it changes how fast or slow you move. Again, something I discovered completely on accident. It might help some competitors out. Maybe they want to move faster. Maybe they want to move a little slower so they have more reaction time. I'm just going to keep myself at the base default speed. Just because, but that's another thing you could have included in a README file, Zenny. And these missile mosquitoes, I hate them so much. They're kind of like those big missile launcher guys in Stage 1. They only shoot one missile, though. And then there's this bastard with a big brain shield. Does he think he is the final boss of Contra 3? No, but him plus the missile launching mosquitoes are your bane. This part. If you die at this part, you're fucked. Like, unless you can grab a power-up really quickly, because by the time you respawn, the mosquitoes have shot off 2 or 3 missiles, and you've only got one kunai shooting that straight in front of you, you're dead. And to top things off, we have a high-speed dodge the walls section. That was really not so bad. It took me a bit. The first time I got here, it just killed me stone dead, because, whoa, there's a thing in the middle. But don't stay in the middle, just stay on the sides. It sort of leads you, too, like... Right here, you're like, oh, okay, now I have to move to the right, and then I'm going to have to move to the left. And then I'm going to have to stay on the side because there's going to be a thing in the middle. And keep your options on forward so they don't go all willy-nilly free and run to the walls again. And now we come to this section, which is just nasty. Even more missile mosquitoes, even more of those brain Contra 3 guys, even more of everything, really. I like the background for this stage, though. Look at this. It's got cool depth to it. This lava river beneath you. I like it. Visually, this game's just a feast. Also, apparently this game's really rare. Like, actual rare, not just Earthbound high supply and demand, but I just checked on eBay for kicks, because then he said, oh, this game's pretty rare, and I'll probably only give out like 1 copy if you want it. And I looked, and I only found 1 copy on Canadian eBay. And it was like $75 plus 20 shipping. Cart only! Oh my god. I'm kind of conflicted. On the one hand, I don't want to knowingly make Zenny spend $100 on a cart of this game, but on the other, I kind of like this game. If you gave me a choice of games we've played so far, I'd pick this one. It's great. Like, wow, I actually like this. I bet, like, on normal, or if it has an easy mode, this would be pretty fun, actually. The only gripe is that in the hard mode, if you die, you're just fucked, but it probably only applies to hard mode. Anyway, we're at the Stage 3 boss, and we're pretty much out of time. Well, I started the clock when I loaded the save state, so it's still got about 25 seconds left. 20 on, but this guy, he's just gonna go down. These two forms, but other than that, quadruple kunai spread will kill him. Beautiful. So he's just gonna explode, and we're done. In a test recording, I made it to the first 10 seconds of level 4, but I don't care. This is pretty good, beating stage 3. I've been Freezing Inferno, and see ya.